Hi guys, so this is my £20 makeup challenge. This is not the same day that I filmed the actual makeup challenge on. This is just me filming a little intro. The total of what I spent was £20.96. Now I know I went 96 pence over the budget, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. I've listed all of the prices next to, like, on the video. You'll understand when you start watching it, so you can see how much everything was. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I really enjoyed making this makeup challenge. I thought it was a really good idea. So yeah, I tag all of you to go and do it, and if you have done it, then link it as a video response down below, because I really like to see it. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Bye. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the foundation of choice. I haven't had enough money to pick the primer, so I'm just going straight into the foundation. I'm using the Lacura Beauty Foundation by Aldi. This is actually really good. Mine's in the colour number 10 transparent. And I'm going to be using it with the e.l.f. powder brush, which just looks like this. I'm going to be using a mirror. I'll just use my little glossy box mirror. As you know, I do actually, this way around, I do actually need a mirror. It's early in the morning, excuse the voice. So I'm just going to be using this foundation straight onto the skin, and the only thing I have on underneath is my moisturiser, which is not included like in the budget. So I've just blended that in. I'm just going to put a little bit more on this side of my face. That is quite a lot. I'm going to take some of that off. I'm just going to blend that in. And just around my nose. Like so. So all the foundation is done, and I've just used it with, as I said, this e.l.f. powder brush. So there we go. The next thing I'm going to be using is the Helena Rubinstein Extreme Concealer. Now this is actually discontinued, like the brand is discontinued, so I got it in a shop near me called Kerry Ann's for £2. So I don't know how much it is in other people's, like near other people's like things, so sorry, do you know what I mean? So it's £2 near me, but it could be more expensive for whatever near you, and it's not really that easy to get your hands on. So I'm just going to be taking a little bit like this and just using it under my eye with my finger, because I don't have a brush for this. I didn't have enough money in the budget to buy a brush, so I'm just blending that underneath my eyes. So once I've blended that out, I'm going to just use it on a few, like this side doesn't really need much, but I've just, as you can see, I've got a few acne scars that haven't been covered by the foundation. So I'm just going to take a tiny little bit on the e.l.f. powder brush and just pat that onto where I need it. So I've just concealed all of my face. I'm now going to get on to the next step. Now, I haven't had enough money to use a powder. Just move my makeup back. I haven't had enough money to buy a powder, so I'm just going to go straight on to blusher. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Natural Radiance Blusher in the colour Shy. And it just looks like this. It's just a really pretty, like, light peach colour. No, pink colour, sorry. I also haven't had enough money to buy a bronzer, so this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to put it on this H&M powder brush. And just put that on my cheeks. I know it's like really big brush to be using for blusher, but I didn't have anything else I could like put in my budget. So I just thought this will do. There you go. So that's a nice flush of pink. As you can see, the blush isn't that pigmented, so you do have to put quite a lot on. So let me just fit that back in. Don't really know how it goes. There you go. I'll fit that back in, and that just looks like that. Now again, didn't have enough money to buy a highlighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get for an eye primer, I'm just going to get some of my concealer, dab it onto my finger and brush it over my eyelids. Just to like, I don't know, like make it so it looks a bit like a primer, and so it kind of keeps the eyeshadow on. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. eyeshadow duo in the colour Mocha Swirl, and it's just got these two colours here. And the two brushes I'm going to be using are this one, and this was £1 from the pound shop, so that's just what it looks like. And it's just kind of like a pink brush. It's basically just an eyeshadow brush, and it's not absolutely awful. I'm using this brush, which is from H&M, and it's by H&M there, and it's got like a crease brush, which is really good, and then it's got an angle brush on the end. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking the eyeshadow brush and dipping in the lightest colour, and then just putting that onto my eye. So I'll just put that onto my eye, and then I'm going to be taking the domed end of the H&M brush in the darker colour of the little duo. I'm just dipping that in, and then I just put that and blend it through my crease. So yeah, it just kind of gives like a smoky look, and I'll just do the same to this side. So I just kind of blended that in, and that's what that looks like. And I think that actually looks okay. I quite like it. And this eyeshadow duo is actually pretty good. Then I'm just going to be using a Miss Sporty eyeliner. Their makeup is actually not that bad, and their eyeliners and their mascaras and the nail polishes are actually really good, so I would recommend that. And this, like, it's all literally come off, but it's the mini eyeliner, and this is in the colour Black Raven. And it's £2, I'll put a list anyway, but it's £2.59 I think, and that's just what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and line my upper lash line. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Right, so I've just done that. I smudged it a little bit on the side, but I'm not really that bothered. So yeah, I've just done that. And then the next thing I'm going to use is the W7 Big Lash Mascara. And it just looks like this. It's actually a pretty good mascara and it's only £1. The brush is pretty nice. And it's actually really black, so I'm just going to apply that to my lashes. So yeah, if you can see, that's actually a really good mascara for £1, so yeah. And then the last thing I've got to do is put some lipstick on. I just need to find said lipstick because it is in my makeup bag. Now I'm going to be using the e.l.f. lipstick in the colour Seductive. I do actually really like this colour. You just kind of, I just kind of dab this on, and then afterwards I like to kind of properly apply it. Right. So yeah, I like a bright lip, and I literally always wear bright lipstick. I never wear nudes or anything. I always wear a lipstick around this kind of shade. So yeah, this is kind of a look that I normally go for actually. The foundation looks pretty flawless, and I'm actually really impressed. I was really worrying last night. I was going through everything. I was really worried about how I was going to do it, but I'm really pleased with the outcome actually, and I do really, really like it. I've even got like a mega zoom bit on this mirror, and it still looks okay. There. So yeah, I didn't have any made of powder, so I'm probably going to powder after this video, I have to say, because otherwise I'll be like a shiny disco ball. But yeah, if you want like a cheap powder that's really good, I'd recommend the Rimmel Stay Matte. And obviously going over, it's like £23. If you're going over, no, the powder is £3. So if you're going over by like £3, I'm sure it's not going to be that much difference to someone who actually wants to buy the products that I've used in this video. I will list where you get all the products down below, because I do really like all the products that I've used, and especially things like the H&M brushes. I don't think many people know that the H&M do brushes. They're actually really good, really soft, and I really like them, and the eye brush I actually use all the time. And yeah, I do actually really like the products that I've used in this video, and I like the look that's kind of come out of it, so I'll be using cheaper products more often. If you've got any requests for tutorials or anything like that, summer kind of videos, I'm really kind of into that kind of thing at the moment. I really want to do a few tutorials for you all, if it's drugstore related, whatever, leave them down below, and I'll get around to doing those. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. I hope you liked the look. So thank you for watching, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!